the day you are giving your speech, and I want to give you a few helpful hints as you step into this moment of speaking. Are you ready? The first hint. Let me ask you a question to lead us to this one. When does your speech begin? Any thoughts? Your speech begins the moment you are identified as the speaker. In a class setting, this would be the moment you stand up, walk up to give your speech. Now, if you are being asked to speak at an event, you are identified as a speaker perhaps a little bit earlier. So you want to be aware that people may be watching you if you are seen, and to think about your speech starting in that moment that you are identified as the speaker, which may be before you're even introduced. Here's the deal. Why would it start before you even start speaking? It goes back to that whole idea of first impressions. We will be seen before one word is even spoken, and that's when your first impression starts. So when you stand up and you are now identified as a speaker, stand up with confidence. Walk up with confidence, professionally. Lay any material you may have out. Take your time. This doesn't mean you need to go fast. Take your time. Lay your materials out and then begin immediately with eye contact. That's how you want to start. That's the first impression. It's an impression of confidence that you are ready. This is also why it's important to dress for the moment of speaking. And in an academic setting, that would mean dress business casual. Look professional because they see you before they hear you. Now here's the flip side of that. And this is something that so easily can happen, and it's when those nerves start to take over. We know it's our name next, and we can see that, and the nerves start to build. And when we stand up and we make a sigh of, oh, it's my turn. And then we walk up there and we put our things out and we kind of scratch our head and take a deep breath. Oh, I'm so nervous. To be honest, I have seen one or all of those happen, either separately or at the same time. And that's when we have started our speech and we have given an impression of a lack of confidence to our audience. So know, the minute you are identified as the speaker, think of your speech starting then. If you are being asked to speak at an event, this would mean being prepared and knowing that eyes may be on you, and you always want them to feel confident in you as the speaker. So your speech starts before you even utter a word. Next, remember to have eye contact with your audience. When we are nervous, especially in the beginning of a public speaking journey, we can easily forget to have eye contact. This is why note cards with specific points to jog your memory are important, as opposed to writing out a whole speech in an essay. That essay format may seem like a secure way to do this, but it will not be a successful way of speaking, because your eyes will be focused down and not at your audience, meaning your audience is not getting that connection they need. So remember to have eye contact. This is a simple way to build confidence in your listeners and engagement with your listeners. Have eye contact. And to gain that credibility and attention right away, make those first words out of your mouth, that attention getter, make that be in a moment of eye contact. Know that moment well so that you can instantly connect with your audience, gaining engagement and credibility instantly, as opposed to trying to build it later. Don't forget that eye contact. Remember, a minimum of 80% of your speech should be spent engaging in eye contact with your whole audience, not just one member. That can get awkward for that person, but with your whole audience. And lastly, remember, you are ready for this moment. You have prepared, you have practiced, you have built that speech, and you are ready. And let me let you in on a little secret. Even the most experienced speaker will most likely feel some element of nerves. They just have figured out how to push them down and not let them control them as a speaker. And they've also realized how not to show the audience that they may have nerves going on. Here's the deal. We can't see your nervousness unless you show us. So we can't see that butterfly party that's going off in your stomach. We can't see those sweaty palms that are starting to happen. We cannot see that your body temperature has perhaps gone up because of that adrenaline. We can't see any of that. We can see when you have started to let those nerves become visible by playing with your clothes, by pushing your hair back often, by swaying back and forth, by shaking those knees. Those are just a few of the ways where we can now visibly see the nerves happening. You may feel so exposed at the nervousness that you feel in your stomach, but we can't see it. Just know that. We can't see it until you show us. So remember, you're ready, and even if you feel nervous, we can't see it until you show us. Have fun. You are going to do great. I am so excited for you as you step into this journey of public speaking. You've got this.